Yes, good morning students. Now we are going to see our chapter 4th of Civics Fundamental Rights. Today we are going to see the next part, that is about the liberty and fraternity. Now in the previous lecture we are seeing about the right to equality. Now right to equality means what? That the all should be treated equally. So our whatever our constitution has made the rules and regulation and the law, these the rights are been practiced in our day-to-day life. Now children, do you know that yesterday we are celebrated the Republic Day. So on this Republic Day you have heard about the different awards, that is the Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. What are these awards? The constitution prevents the state from conferring titles that nurture inequality and draw wages in social unity. But the state does not confer awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan for distinguished contribution in different fields. Bharat Ratna is the greatest civilian honor or award of our country. Now if you have seen all the awards that have been declared on the Republic Day, so why these awards are being given? To honor the persons, those who are done their distinguished contribution in the different fields. And similarly, the Bharat Ratna, it is one of the greatest awards, civilian honor or award is given to that person or that of our country. Then medals of honor like Paramvir Chakra, Ashok Chakra, Shaurya Chakra are rewarded for remarkable service in armed force. Similarly, those who are doing a very they are sacrificing their life, then they are doing a very good work in the military organization, that they are given the honor of the Paramvir Chakra, Ashok Chakra and Shaurya Chakra. Such awards do not bestow any special rights or privileges upon those who receive them. It is only the recognition for their contribution. And why these awards are being given? Because here our constitution shows the equality. Everyone is being equal, and these awards are being given according to their contribution in their particular field. So to honor every person, give the equal respect to all the citizen of our country. And similarly, those who are doing the remarkable work in any field, these awards are being given by the government. Now, next we will see that is a right to liberty. This is a very important right given by the constitution. Now children, liberty means what? In Hindi and Marathi it is called as a swatantrata, means a freedom to every individual. Liberty means the swatantrata. So it gives a guarantee for all the freedoms necessary from a point of view of all individual. As citizen we have a right to speech and expression, then freedom to assemble peacefully. So as such, when we are becoming a citizen of our country, our constitution has given the right. What is that right? Right of speech and expression. Suppose if we are feeling any negative points, or if you are just want to just show our whatever the views are there about any issues, at that time we are having the freedom of speech and expression. Why? Because if you will see before independence in our country, the freedom of speech and expression was not given to every person. Only it has been only certain types of the religions or the caste were having that authority. Similarly, the Britishers came, they harassed the Indians. So after that, our constitution has made this law, and in this law, that is, it has been given that freedom of speech and expression. Then if you will see the freedom of assembly peacefully, and then sometimes we want to do we want to show any against, but we have to assemble in a peaceful manner. Freedom to form associations and union, and then we can form freedom is given to form the associations and union. In the every field, the different workers are there, different fields, certain persons are working. At that time the freedom is given to make the unions. Then freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, and then here that is a freedom is being given to the just move throughout the India anywhere. Now you can see that for the job purpose we are going to anywhere, or for the business purpose, for our earning purpose. That freedom, it is not that only particular place or particular region is reserved for any person or any authority. It is not like that. Our constitution has given this freedom also. Then freedom to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. Then here, as just now I said, we can move anywhere, and for the job purpose we have to stay. So that freedom is also that we can reside and settle. We can purchase any property anywhere. We can stay anywhere. That is the freedom is given by our constitution. The next we will see that is the freedom to practice any lawful profession or to carry or any occupation, trade or business of one's choice. Then it is not hereditary occupations are being given. So it is not compulsory the doctor's children will become a doctor or the lawyer's children will become the lawyer. Here the freedom is given to every individual that we can do any lawful, children see this, any lawful profession, not illegal ones, lawful professions, or we can do any occupations or trade or business according to our own choice. Means that is the legal one. So that these are the some freedom, these are the some you can see the right to liberties are given to the citizen of our country. Then here they are given a one activity. What they are given, that following are the actions of A, B and C. Which kind of freedom you connect with them? A. Establish Adivasi Cooperation Forum to solve the problems of a tribal people. B. Decided to move his father bakery production from Goa to Maharashtra. C. Found some launch in a next new tax policy of the government. He wrote an article about it and sent it to a newspaper for publication. So which type of the freedom or the articles will be used over here? This you will give me in a homework part. Okay. Now, the Constitution has given us many rights, but we have to exercise this responsibility. We should take care that others do not get affected by our behavior. We have the freedom of expression, but we can't speak or write any that might incite anybody to the violence. Then, similarly, if our Constitution has given us the right of freedom, right of expression, right to just freedom of give our views, but that should be used very properly and responsibility. Means we should not utter any words that will hurt the another person. So that expressions, if the negative points are there, but that should be also given in a or the right in a proper or expressed in a proper manner. Then right to liberty. In the Constitution has guaranteed us the freedom of speech and movement, and it has also provided us security to keep us safe. This legal protection has been given to everybody equally. It is not denied to anybody. For example, we all have a right to life. It appears to be a simple, but it has a deep significance. It implies getting a guarantee to live, availability of a conducive environment for living. Nobody can take away another's life. No person can arrest it or detain without any reason. So the main thing is that if you will see in our country, I always appreciate that our country is that country that we are living here very peacefully, and the freedom is given to every citizen. Here the poor, rich, caste, creed, it is not being seen. Here we are very safe, and the legal protection is being given equally to everybody, and no one is being denied. And it implies the guarantee that availability of conducive environment for living. That's why in our country here we can live in very peacefully, happily. Here that conducive atmosphere is guaranteed by our Constitution. Then there are some rights supplementary to the right to life. For example, nobody can be punished twice for the same offense. Then when you will do the laws, or those who are, we will be going for the law practices, at that time you will learn all these things. So in that, our what is the right is been given, that if a person is been punished, no one is been punished once, it is punished once, it is not allowed to punish him in the against for the same offense. Then before being punished, the allegation against a person have to be proved. Then if someone is telling that this person is a theft, but according he is saying for that purpose, that person will not given the punishment. That our court or our law needs the proper evidence and proper proof. Unless and until it is not proved, that person is not eligible for any punishment. The courts have to be perform this task. The police collective evidence against the accused and put up the case in the court, and then when the proper evidence and the proofs are being given, at that time only that person is taken to the court. Even if a person escaped that he has committed a crime, he is not punished immediately. And then though if someone is telling enforcefully, he is telling that okay, I am done the crime, just caught me and put me in the prison, or I am the responsible for the punishment, no, then to the court did not agree unless and until the proper proofs are being given to the court by the police. The allegations have to be proved legally, and then whatever the allegation is been done by the advocate or any person, but that should be proved legally, then only the court can give a proper decision, and the court will give the proper decision in future. This judicial process takes time, but it is necessary so that an innocent person does not get punished. And then it is that here, if you will see that our constitution, the law is been made here by taken in the consideration that innocent person should not get the punished, because the life is very valuable and the crime should not be held, and unoffensively crime, if it has been held, then the court is there to give the justice. The right to liberty now also includes the right to education. Then the right to education is also our part. All children between 6 and 14 years of age are entitled to get education as a fundamental right. So that is, if you will see that all the children that is between 16 and 14 years of age are entitled to given the education, means the child labor should not tell that children, if they are also poor, if anyone is being engaged in doing the work or child labor, that will be that person will be given the proper punishment. If that anyone is using the children for doing any household work or any other business purpose work, this ensures that no child will be deprived from education. And then it is a right of every child to get the education. That's why the government is providing the you can see the free education. If you will see, the many schools are there, government schools are there the free education is being given. Why? Because according to our constitution, there is a right to education, and not a single child should be deprived from the getting the education. Then right against exploitation. What is this right against exploitation? The right against exploitation implies the right to prevent exploitation. While the constitution has banned all types of operation through the right against exploitation, it has made a special provision to prevent the exploitation of children. According, it has been prohibited to employ the children under 14 years of age in hazardous places. Children cannot be employed or made to work in factories and mines. Just now I told you that children under 14 years will not be taken for any hazardous work, means that is where the lives are in the risk. The factories or mines, even if you will take any simple work also, the children under the 14 years are not being allowed. This is a law made by our constitution. Exploitation includes bonded labor or forcing somebody to work against his or her wish, treating somebody like a slave, denying the legitimate commendation, making them to exclusive or strenuous work, starving them or ill-treating them, generally women, children, and the weaker section of society, powerless people are exploited. This right enables us to stand up against the kind of exploitation. And then here, right, against exploitation means what? That anyone is forcefully is telling you or anyone to doing the any work against their wish, that is a crime. No one will make anyone forcefully his or her, whether it's a male or female, किसी को भी forcefully कोई भी काम करने के लिए force करने के लिए नहीं बोला जा सकता. If anyone is doing, कोई ऐसे कर रहा है, then it is a crime, and then the proper action is being taken to that particular person. Then children are not employed here, workers are paid daily wages. Now somewhere if you are going to the hotels or any shops, you are seeing the board is been written on that children are not employed here, workers are paid daily. These types of boards are being given. Why we such boards in shops and hotels? Because then what way they are related to about the rights of the constitution? Because it is a compulsory. If it is been anyone is practicing, that is an the illegal one. The government has made many laws in order to prevent exploitation and enable every individual to enjoy their freedom. Some laws have been mentioned below. Find out its and the most such laws and discuss them. Then the Minimum Wages Act, provision relating to the working hour, rest hour in factories, protection of women from a domestic violence. Then if you will see that if anyone is, because our constitution has given us the right, and if anyone has been practiced, that is a articles are been made. If anyone is paying you the minimum wages, then the working hours, if you see the office hours or working hours are also the fixed. We can't, no one is forcefully means made to do the extra work according to their wish. Then rest hours are also been there. Then main thing is the protection of women from domestic violence. Then main thing in our country, all the women are being given the law of security. Here, if a domestic violence is there or any other things are happening been against the women, they can give a complaint, and if anyone has been found, they are responsible for the proper punishment. So in this chapter, children, we have studied the rights to liberty and equality and right against the exploitation. In the next chapter, we shall study some more fundamental rights in the constitution. So here in this chapter, we are learn about what that is a right to liberty, equality, and right against the exploitation. All these rights are very, very important. As such, we are the part of our country. We are giving the oath. We are the citizen of our country. We should know all these rights properly, and how we have to use that also we are learning through this lesson, that is a fundamental rights. So second part we will see further. Till then, children, take care. Thank you.